How about we take a look at the structure of the Kalam cosmological argument and see how we can get apologists to ditch one of the most popular tools in their arsenal by merely switching out one premise.
I think it'd be pretty funny. I know most of the incels in here would hit Alex from PWF. No way, dude. That's basically equal to being gay, B.S. Lewis. Like, if you are attracted to the guy with the mangled face in any way, you're basically an active gay person. Who I kind of just feel bad for. You know, I don't even have anything actively against an active gay person. Other than, that's basically equal to being gay. Pursue your desires. Pursue your desires. Except for, I don't know, the impulse and desire of people to sleep in with two men. Yeah, at once. Why is that not a worthy desire, dude? That's a selfish desire. That's basically equal to being gay, B.S. Lewis. Hey, B.S., do you have any new videos we can look at? We might as well roast B.S.'s videos right, like while he's here. If no one's going to call in, I might as well find B.S. Lewis, see any recent videos he does, see how bad it is. See how bad this is going. Yes. Your presentation is way better, shorter, to the point than every other freaking atheist channel I've ever seen. But yes, how do you only have 813 subs? That's basically equal to being gay, B.S. Lewis. What the hell's going on, dude? What do they not like you, B.S.? What's going on? How come they're not propping you up? What the hell, dude? Who do they got? Who you guys got instead? At least he animates and does fun things. You know what I mean? Look at that Osama bin Laden. The hell, dude? You suck? No. I mean, but the other shit's out there. I mean, look at Forrest Valkai. Is it because he shows his big dumb head and has a call-in show? Is that what it is? Is that where we're at here? B.S. Lewis can't even get any credit from his other stupid atheists. They just ignore him.
Kalam cosmological argument.
The Kalam cosmological argument.
Now, B.S., just so you know, arguing against the Kalam cosmological argument doesn't actually defeat creationism.
The cosmological argument. It goes like this. Whatever begins to exist has a cause. The universe began to exist, therefore, the universe has a cause. Is the first premise true? Let's consider.
Yeah, I have no problem with that. Begin and cause are synonyms, so it's basically a tautology.
My attack on the cosmological argument is simply that it's a category error. That stuff comes from stuff, by the way. You guys remember breakfast tacos? Unfortunately for the Christians who use cosmological argument, this stuff comes from stuff, which creates a problem of endless regress. And to get out of endless regress, you posit this.
No one's ever seen a dog produce a non-dog.
The way you use the term cause in a created sense, once you have reality the way it is not the same way you use cause in the supernatural instance, like God speaking. Is it a type of cause? Yeah, but it's not the same kind of cause. It's a category error. That's essentially what this is. So it's like, it's not a great argument because it's transferring it onto pretemporal.
But what about our second premise? Did the universe begin, or has it always existed? Atheists have typically said that the universe has been here forever. The universe is just there, and that's all. First, let's consider the second law of thermodynamics. It tells us the universe is slowly running out of usable energy. And that's the point.
Wait. Why are we jumping ahead to the second law of thermodynamics? I thought the second law was contingent upon the presuppositions laid out by the first law of thermodynamics. Oh yeah, that's why. Because energy and matter not being able to be created sure sounds a lot like energy and matter not beginning to exist.
Energy and matter cannot be created or destroyed, begin to exist. Well, I think energy and matter not being able to be created or destroyed is within this paradigm. So you would be making a category error here. But again, BS, the person making the cosmological argument is also making a category error because their term for cause and creativity and all these things, they're trying to argue within the created world. But you arguing against God is also arguing within the created world. Okay? So we're talking about something that's fundamentally different than the created known order. So this problem applies equally to the theist making this argument and you, the anti-theist, doing a counter. You're both making the same problem. It's the same problem for both of you.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Premise 1. Whatever begins to exist has a cause. I hope we're all in agreement here just because of the definitions of begin and cause. Premise 2. Energy and matter did not begin to exist.
No, that your premise 2 is also begging the question. Because premise, again, this is the same problem, BS. How do you do a critique of the cosmological argument and not look at your own argument from the same lens? I don't understand how you guys do this. It's right there in front of you, dude. Look at it again, bro.
Premise 2. Energy and matter did not begin to exist.
Once we have existence, whatever begins to exist has a cause.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Once we have existence, whatever begins to exist has a cause.
Okay, once we have existence, stuff comes from stuff. Once we have existence. There's the same problem with breakfast tacos when he did stuff comes from stuff argument. PMAR says premise 1 begs the question, whatever begins to, yeah, it's begging the question. But P1, PMARS, I'm trying to be as charitable as possible because B.S. Lewis can't even get any credit from his other stupid atheists. They just ignore him. But PMARS is pointing to something true, which is, well, that just goes, now you have to ask how that human being came into existence. And then it's endless regress. So it is question begging. It's starting with some conclusion that you can't establish because that's your conclusion. I mean, you're starting with the conclusion. It's basically making a mechanical argument for God, and this is why the cosmological argument isn't good, because it's appealing to known mechanics of the universe, creation, and you're trying to apply the rules of the mechanics of creation to the mechanics of all of creation, uppercase creation, and this is a problem. I'm an atheist and I agree with B.S. Lewis can't even get any credit from his other stupid atheists. You agreeing with it doesn't make it valid, dude. What are you, some sort of retard? At least he animates and does fun things. You know what I mean? Look at that Osama bin Laden. What do you mean I'm wrong? Just saying I'm wrong, it doesn't get you anywhere, dude. You're lazy.
Open for Christian coping and see.
Premise 1 is valid in regards to, and not whatever. Not whatever. Because it's also tautological.
Begin and cause are synonyms, so it's basically a tautology.
Premise 1's a tautology. Whatever begins to exist has a cause. Begins assumes a cause. So you're saying the same thing. That is to say, whatever has a cause has a cause.
So it's basically a tautology.
That's all it's saying. Whatever has a cause has a cause. That doesn't give us anything, dude. It's not a good premise. Once we have time, space, and matter, if you say once we have time, space, and matter, whatever begins to exist has a cause.
Premise 2. Energy and matter did not begin to exist.
That's what you can say. And by whatever, you're talking about once you have space, time, and matter. But to apply it to everything is to take what we know about the created mechanistic world and apply it to a previous pre-mechanistic world. It's a problem. P1, things that start have a start. Yeah, it doesn't work, BS. So both the atheist and the theist, in my view, unless I'm wrong here, they should abandon, both the theist and the atheist should abandon premise 1. It basically says whatever has a cause has a cause. That doesn't make any sense.
Once we have time, space, and matter, if you say once we have time, space, and matter, whatever begins to exist has a cause.
Premise 2. Energy and matter did not begin to exist. How about we take a look at the structure of the Kalam cosmological argument and see how we can get apologists to ditch one of the most popular tools in their arsenal by merely switching out one premise.
So this is his argument. P1, whatever begins to exist has a cause. I reject that. You're going to have to set up some parameters for what we're talking about, whatever, because whatever can only apply to the existing items that we see in it doesn't apply to the origin of the space-time matter. It only applies to once we have it, everything from that point on. Energy and matter did not begin to exist. Again, that's another conclusion. You need an argument for that. You can't just have a P2 that's not established. It doesn't apply. Premise 2 is not related to premise 1, BS. And the same, again, just to be fair, this applies to the Christian making this argument. It's a category error. C, matter and energy did not have a cause. No. That's P2 and C are the same thing, dude. This is not even a valid argument even from the Christian or atheist position. This is not a conclusion that follows. Hey, BS, your presentation is way better, shorter, to the point than every other freaking atheist channel I've ever seen. BS. If you want a free mug made by Jim Bob Mug as a token, a kind gesture, this is your mug. It's basically making fun of you. And so, I think you should be honored and emailing me if you feel comfortable, made by Jim Bob at Gmail. And I will send you this mug.